You are live. We are live. Streaming starting live soon. Okay, let's see. This may be an epic fail. All right, here we are. We are live. Oh my gosh. So we have Coach Sandy Silver with us today, and I am Veronica Valentino. We're using our Power Hour StreamYard, but just wanted to talk, wanted to, find out what's going on with you, Sandy. I know we've been talking, a lot of people got their results back today, and I was really shocked that everybody I talked to, at least 4 people, they've all come back unbalanced. Who would have thought?
Yeah, pretty crazy. People think they're doing everything right, and they go get tested, and it really is an eye opener.
It really is. And you know what? It's just like, I want to say, wake up, America. We are so unbalanced. We are so unhealthy compared to the European countries. I guess they just throw all the crap over to the United States. But I mean, you have done amazing. I've seen amazing results with you. I mean, talk to me about, when you first started.
Well, when I first started was March of last year. I ordered the end of February, and March is when I got my order. And within a couple weeks of being on the oil,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, I felt good. And within a couple months of being on the oil, I'd been on blood pressure meds for
Mm-hmm.
37 years.
Wow.
And on the meds, the lowest that my blood pressure ever was, let me do this. That better?
You're perfect.
Okay. My blood pressure was, on meds was like 130 over 80. That would have been a good day.
Yeah, wow.
And it was what it was. Well, fast forward a couple months being on the balance oil, and I would start getting dizzy every time I got up, every time I walked, so of course I made a doctor's appointment, went in, and they took my blood pressure, and it was 116 over 68.
Mm.
And I said, that's not right. My blood pressure doesn't go that low. They took it again. It was still 116 over 68. And
Oh.
doctor came in, and it's like, okay, well, if this is what my blood pressure is and this is why it's dropping, I said, what do I need to do to get off of meds?
Yeah, wow.
And she asked what I was doing, and I told her, and she went, huh. It was one of those, huh.
Yeah, they're
So,
perplexed.
yeah. So she cut my meds in half the first day, or, for a month. She goes, well, let's cut it in half in a month, come back and do a check in a month. We'll see where you're at. Well, it was still low. So
Mm.
she goes, okay, well, let's take you off altogether and see what happens. Come back in a month. And in the meantime, I was monitoring it at home. Went back in a month. It was still, I think it was like 120 over 70, which is perfect.
Yeah.
So she goes, okay, you don't need it anymore. And I've never gone back. I've
Have you
averaged.
noticed have you noticed any side effects, as far as, aside from being dizzy? Because I noticed that, starting the balance oil, I noticed right away I was very dizzy. So I too have come off of blood pressure medicine. However, have you noticed any other side effects? Any nauseousness? Any sleepless nights? Anything negative?
No, my sleep's gotten much better.
Right.
I also take another one of their products, which is a saffron supplement,
Okay.
the Viva Plus. I don't know if you've seen or read about that one at all. But I used to take melatonin for years.
Mm-hmm.
And, I would be lucky if I got 3 to 4 hours of sleep.
Wow.
And, Robert's all, you might want to research that a little bit. So I researched it, and it's like supplementing with melatonin, and I found it is horrible for you.
Yeah.
Well, I stopped at cold turkey and did not sleep for 3 weeks straight. when I found out about the Viva and, started with Enzino and found out about the Viva, I started taking the Viva,
Mm-hmm.
um, instantly. I mean, I sleep like a baby now. I'll wake up in the middle of the night to use the restroom and no problem falling back asleep.
I have to check that out. Is that specifically for your sleep?
It's for sleep. It's for anxiety. It can help anxiety also. I watched many videos on it,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I cannot say enough. Oh, Miss Bella, am I not giving you enough attention today? No, she's over here going, Mom, I'm over here. I'm over here.
She's got great hair, just like you.
That's it. That's it. We match. They say your dog looks like you do, right?
Absolutely.
Um, what? What? You not see me? So yeah, so I researched a lot of almost every one of their products, and I am on most of their products now. But the Viva can work either for anxiety. They have a questionnaire you can fill out, and it
Mm-hmm.
tells you what time of day to take it.
Really?
Yeah, I take it at night, and within a half hour of taking it, I'm gone.
I have to check that out because I mean I know I take the Extend.
Okay.
I mean I do use the Xenobiotic, love that. I do
Yes.
love the Balance Oil. But I just felt like the Extent was more for the immune system and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely want
Do,
to check out the
do you
Viva.
take the Extend or you take the Extend Plus?
The Extent Plus.
Okay.
So I did that
Okay.
after I got my first test results back, and I
Yeah,
came back at 13-1.
that's what
Uh,
I was.
yeah, and then all my bottom boxes were yellow. So
Okay.
I live on fish and fresh vegetables and fruits and whatnot, and I just found that to be like, okay, I got a little head start. So I was
Yes.
looking forward to, with the balance oil, I'm sure, my numbers have come way down. But that was one of the first things that I experienced was the dizziness. And I'm like, oh, what the heck's going on here? And it was every time I took a blood pressure medicine, I got dizzy. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I need to look into this. I need to look into it.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
the heck could it be? But it definitely, I mean, I already sleep great. I sleep
Mm-hmm.
like a rock. Um, but it was more, because I was diagnosed with the RA, and I just felt like the balance oil was a life changer. It really was, and it helped the
Awesome.
RA where my hands would seize up, and I mean, I can make a fist. I don't have pain in my hands. I mean, I just have a simple. Well, it's not simple, but a side effect from I had shoulder surgery in May, and I'm experiencing after the shoulder surgery some numbness and pain, like pins and needles and numbing in my hand and my arm. So, I mean, that's something that I'm looking into. But I'll tell you what, I mean, I sleep great. I just wanted to make sure that my immune system was
Mm-hmm.
top of everything. So I took that after my first results with it was the balance oil, the Xenobiotic, and the Extend Plus. So
Yeah.
that, I mean, has really worked for me. And I love the fact that, I mean, that this is all I need to take. There's no prescription meds. And I
Right.
love
I
that.
I used to take over 30 supplements.
Wow.
And
Wow.
when I first started working with Robert, he's all, why are you taking all of these?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm giving you homework. I want to know, I want you to research each and every one of these.
Yep. Yep.
And we're going to discuss them next week. Well, I found out that over half of them were contributing to my insulin resistance.
Oh, okay.
And, like I refuse to take cholesterol meds. I've always had high cholesterol, which I've learned now is not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I was taking red rice yeast or red yeast rice or whatever and that one was one of the main contributors to insulin resistance.
So, can you speak a little bit into the insulin resistance and what that is, in a little bit more in detail for those of us who do not know?
Yeah. So when insulin, doctors always focus on glucose.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll do the fasting glucose test. But what I have learned is that when your insulin is high, it's the precursor of many, many diseases.
Mm-hmm.
It's inflammation in the body. It's the cause of inflammation. But when insulin is high, because I've struggled my whole life to lose weight.
Right.
I'm the type of person, years ago, see what happens. I need to be on my computer, not my
That's what
phone.
happens when you go live.
That's it. It's like, oh, last second, yeah, I can do it. It's like, oh, this is bad. Um, doesn't help that I neglected my dog because I did a live earlier with Robert.
She's mad.
um, but when insulin is high, I learned you cannot lose fat.
Mm.
So I was the type of person that I went to Weight Watchers years ago, and here, Jane Doe lost 5 pounds, that person 3 pounds, and they get to Sandy, oh, you lost a tenth of a pound.
And they're still
So
clapping.
it's like, woohoo. And it's like, yeah, that's how I lost weight my whole life.
Right.
A tenth of a pound. It would take me a year to lose 2 to 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that was working diligently. So what I've learned is when insulin is high, you cannot release fat.
Gotcha.
So I've changed my diet. I eat as close to nature as possible. But having high insulin resistance, when your insulin is high, that's where high blood pressure comes from. That's where asthma comes from. That's where all the chronic inflammation comes from.
Yeah. I find it funny that we were on a Zoom with a doctor earlier today. And it's funny because we did her blood test. She came back 18-1. She's like, oh my God, don't judge. But she's also taken the balance oil. And she's like, I was so upset with myself that my husband made fried shrimp. And she says, I knew it was fried in canola oil and I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to eat it. So she was like, oh my God, how can I tell him I don't want to eat it? It's funny that you start to look at things more closely. Salad dressings,
Oh,
oils, clearing the oils out of your kitchen. Salad dressings that begin with soybean oil. Get rid of it. Soybean,
ex-
peanut, grapeseed oil, canola, vegetable. They're horrible. When I make scrambled eggs, I make it with extra virgin olive oil.
I make
100.
I make it with grass-fed butter.
Yeah, okay. And I use it. Same here. I use grass-fed butter as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's really amazing that people start looking at ingredients and are very they're just more aware. And once they find out and they become knowledgeable, it just blows my mind. But it also blows my mind that the fact that, if a doctor says, here, take this medication, and they don't even look at what the side effects are. And then
well,
when you say, well, here's the balance oil, oh, well, let me research
and
it.
people question you.
I know it
Yeah,
just totally blows my mind. And I
yeah,
find
no,
that it's crazy.
I mean, not only do the doctors, say, take this, but medicine doesn't cure a disease. Medicine masks a disease. It hides what's
Absolutely.
going on.
Yeah. I remember back in, a few years back, and this was the same doctor who we spoke to today. She diagnosed me with RA, and she also a rheumatologist. And right away, they wanted to give me injections and put me on methotrexate. Well, as soon as I read the side effects, I'm like, absolutely not. No way. I'm
Yeah,
not doing this. I'll just deal with the pain in my hands. And here, it was just a matter of, it was like a lifesaver finding the balance oil and
yeah,
having Robert come into our lives and telling us about the product and really not knowing because it was my business partner Renee Rand who was just like the light bulb went off in her head, and as you can see in the picture over there, that's the balance oil.
yeah.
It was just like, oh my God, this is why I'm not losing weight, or this is why I'm having these issues. And a lot of people just don't realize that. So in moving forward, are there any other products that you are taking that you tried the Zeal?
I've tried the Zeal. I'm still, the jury's still out on that one. I mean, if I'm super, super tired, if I don't get a good night's sleep and I wake up tired and groggy, I'll do Zeal because it gives me that, oh, I just woke up feeling.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, I watched a seminar on the Zeal, and Robert had gotten the creator of it on the phone with
Yeah,
us, and
same.
and
I was, testing that out as well.
yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
You know what? I think it's a great product, and I found it. I actually gifted that to my niece, who is a type 1 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
It has not raised her blood sugar.
Oh, nice. I
And I'm just not a fan of mango. I just, first off, it's too sweet for me. It has to be a little bit more weak. I think it's a great product, and I was really happy that she tried, able to use this, and loved it. And she loves the mango, and she's using it. I
oh,
mean,
good.
I haven't checked out any other flavors, but I did take it a couple days, and energy, what crazy energy, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's about.
No, it definitely, it's, if I'm traveling, I'll use it. But I'm not one who drinks energy drinks. So
Yeah.
I think they'd be really beneficial for people who drink energy drinks.
Yeah, I'm not a big energy drink person. I mean, back in the day, I tried a Red Bull, and the doc says, "Why are you drinking that? That raises your blood pressure." And stopped right away because I was like, "I don't want to do this. I don't want to drink energy drinks, and my blood pressure's through the roof." So,
Right, right.
yeah. But
Hello?
all in all, I love, love, love the balance oil. I love where it's going with this. I feel, amazing on the balance oil. I love the fact that I know it's reducing my numbers. I'm getting ready to test my second time to see where I was and where I am today. So super excited about that. And I'm like so glad that you joined me. And we had these few minutes to talk about balance oil. Now, and you've been on it for how long now?
March was 1 year, so March, yeah, over a little over a year and a half.
Okay, absolutely. Wow, that's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I would love to thank you for joining me this evening and, going to do this spur of the moment live. Just chatting, and tell Bella I'm sorry. Bella, right?
Yeah, Bella.
Tell her I'm
my,
sorry for
my
taking you away
spoiled
from
brat.
her.
I know. It's like she's going, Mom, I was good.
We want to see her hair again. Let's see, where is she?
Can you
Bella,
see?
oh, hi,
Say hi.
baby.
Can you say hi? Who's that dog on there? Oh, she sees herself now.
Oh gosh, she's beautiful.
She's
Any last thoughts, Sandy, before we go?
no, just I know I will never go without the balance oil. I'm thankful it came into my life. It's changed my life. I'm also off of asthma meds.
That's awesome.
Um, my dry eye is gone, and I've reduced the inflammation in my mouth so much that you can't reverse periodontal disease, but I've had no more effects from having
Yeah.
periodontal
Well,
disease.
yeah, I totally understand that as well. Well, again, I want to thank you for spending this time with me, and I hope you have an amazing evening. And I'm sure we'll look forward to some more live chats.
Yeah, next time I'll do it from my computer, not my
All
phone.
right. Well, have a great evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this short Zoom, this live. I look forward to talking with you again soon. You have a great night, Sandy.
You too.
All right. Take care.
All right. Okay, bye.
Bye.